Good morning! So, living room yoga, as usual. Got some music on this morning, and I hope you can hear it okay. I'm quite a wee bit away from the TV, so it's quite loud just now, but when I'm over there it'll be hopefully nice and ambient. So, shall we get started? I'm just gonna pop on over to my wee mat. This is a pain because it's starting to kind of bunch up because I'm using it in the carpet all the time. Because it doesn't sit properly on the carpet. But anyway, okay. So we'll just get started with a nice wee relaxed breathing and meditation, and then we'll do a nice kind of general flow. I'm just winging it this morning. I don't have anything particularly planned, so we'll just see what we feel like doing at the time. I think some nice standing postures would be nice for this morning because we've been doing lots of kind of flows recently. So nice kind of standing, balancey, strong yoga postures that will kind of help us feel nice and grounded, and it'll help you kind of relax a bit more and feel kind of more centered. So that's what we'll do. Oops, hang on, I've got a error message on my phone. Nightmare. Oh, it's fine, it's away. Okay. Panic over. I thought it was the dreaded delete however many files for your phone to run properly message again, but it's not. So let me know if you like having the music on in the background, if you can hear it enough, if you want the volume up or anything, because I think it's nice to have the music on. Just kind of helps you get into the flow of it, and especially during the relaxation bit. I don't know about you, but sometimes you can be lying there and think, oh, what time is it? I've slept in. Because you get so relaxed. So anyway, that's why I've got the music on this morning. So let us know if you like it, and we'll just get started. We'll just sit comfortably. I mean, you don't have to sit with your legs crossed on the floor. You can do this beginning part sitting on like cushions or something, or even sitting in a chair or on the couch. Just make sure that you're nice and comfy enough to be able to sit nice and still for the first few minutes. And we're just letting the eyes close after taking a couple nice deep breaths. So you're breathing in and out through your nose, and start to send the air all the way down into the very bottom of your belly. And when you breathe out, just let your lungs empty completely, so pushing all the air out of your lungs. On your exhale, maybe find a little pause before you start to inhale again, bringing it all the way down into the belly, slow down as you can. Again, finding a little pause before you start to breathe back out again. And just letting your eyes close down when you're ready. And starting to draw your awareness into the hips and the pelvis area, where you connect with the surface that you're sitting on. And just keep breathing nice and deep in and out through the nose. Find your spine nice and long, lengthen it up. And feel your chest open as well as your shoulders come back and down. And start to notice how much easier it is to breathe deeply. Letting your hands rest somewhere that's comfortable, so you can just let the weight drop out of your arms. And raise your chin up just slightly, so you're bringing it parallel to the ground. And continue to breathe nice and deeply all the way down into the lower part of the belly. And exhale and to release all the air out. And again, we'll bring our focus back to the little moment of stillness between each breath in and each breath out. And there's nothing else you have to think about, nothing you have to control just now in the next few moments. And then start to notice what happens to your thoughts. The mind becomes so calm and clear now that you just focus on the little pause between the breaths. And feel yourself sink further down into the ground. And also feel yourself lift up higher towards the sky. I'll just take a couple more breaths like this. And start to really appreciate this feeling of groundedness and clarity that you have now. And just hold on to that feeling. We'll make this the little anchor point throughout this class this morning. So whenever you like, you can remind yourself of how you feel right now and just simply come back to it. By just drawing your awareness into the breath. And just taking one more nice deep breath in through the nose. And breathing out, just let your eyes open back up nice and gently. Okay, so just get comfortable and we're just going to start rolling our shoulders. Again, you can do this in the chair if you prefer to sit in a chair just now. We're just doing a few shoulder rolls, a couple in each direction and then switching. And again, keeping your spine perfectly straight and long. Rolling your shoulders. Start to feel the circles getting bigger as you warm up the joints at the top of your arm and the shoulder blades at the back. And start to feel your chest opening as well as you roll your shoulders back, and start to feel your spine soften forwards as you roll the shoulders forward. Okay, nice. Shake that off. Just give it a good shake into your fingers. And now we're going to look all the way up towards the ceiling. So we're dropping the shoulders away and back, and you're pointing the chin so it's coming forwards, and you're just letting the eyes look up. And then we're slowly going to start looking forwards again. And again, we're keeping the shoulders back and down, and we're keeping the chest coming forwards, and we're just letting the chin come all the way down as if it's going to touch the front of the chest, but without letting the shoulders round forward. And relaxing your jaw as well, and your forehead if you've got any tension there. And slowly coming all the way back up. Now we're going to look over towards the right. So keeping this left shoulder exactly where it is, drawing it back slightly. Just letting the chin come round as far as it's able to come round. So as if it's going to come over the top of this right shoulder. It might not reach, but as long as you get that nice deep stretch coming from the very back of the head, just where the ear is, all the way down, and it's going to come down into the back, and then it's going to come down into the shoulder in the front as well. So stretching there as deeply as you like. And we're slowly coming back round to look in front. And again, nice and slowly coming round over to the left. Keeping this right shoulder back. And try to be mindfully aware of the stretch that you feel, so start to notice where it starts. And ask yourself if you want to deepen the stretch. Doesn't matter if you can deepen it. Sometimes you don't want to go to your full extent, so just ask yourself where you are this morning and listen to what your body tells you. Slowly coming back round towards the front. And we're just going to have a wee sway through our spine. And just moving side to side. Having a wee twist. And we're just going to shake it off. And now let's come up to a nice standing position. And we're going to stand about a foot's distance away from the top of your mat or your yoga area. Hope you can see me a bit better this time. I'm further back, so my head's not chopped off. So we're just going to come into our sun salutations. I did a wee video on that the other day, so hopefully if you get a chance you can watch that, and we'll go deeper into each different posture and how to do it. But right now we're just going to go over it quite quickly just to warm ourselves up. So we'll keep our toes together, wee gap at the heels if that's comfortable. We're going to lengthen our back by tucking our tailbone in, lifting these hip bones up and forwards, nice strong lower tummy, straight and strong legs, squeeze your kneecaps. So you start to lift your kneecaps, that's going to engage your thigh muscles. We're rolling the shoulders away from the ears, straightening the arms at the elbow, and we're pointing the fingers down, palms are flat and open. Bring your chin parallel to the ground and spread your little toes wide so that you can ground down and feel the kind of square shape that your foot makes. So it's got 4 little corners down at the base of the toes and at the heels. So we want to feel nice and grounded. That's our purpose this morning, so we'll really appreciate this feeling of being planted firmly in the ground, and feel yourself growing up from the ground as well. So although you're grounding down, start to feel your spine lengthen, and from the very top of your head starting to radiate up towards the sky and lift up higher. Taking a nice deep breath in and breathing out deeply through your nose. Keep your tummy nice and strong. Inhale again. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest, thumbs at your sternum. And inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, looking up if you can, or reaching up towards the ceiling. And exhale, sweeping the hands out to the sides, and now we start to spill forward from the hips as if we're kind of folding in half like a piece of paper. Relax your hands down, and it's okay if they don't touch the ground, just let the top half of your body hang over so that your legs are straight and strong. We're going to plant the hands down, bending the knees, and we're going to step back with the right leg first, and then we're stepping back with the left leg. So we're going to keep them at about hip distance, as far away from the hands as you can get them, and we're going to keep the tummy nice and strong so we can lift the hips and the shoulders up. This is your high plank. So inhale and rolling forwards to bring the shoulders over the wrists, bending the elbows. Exhale, start to drop down your chest and your chin first, then your hips. Inhaling, rolling up and through, straighten out your feet, soles of the feet turn up to the ceiling. So you're kind of dropping your hips here. This is a lovely back bend. Strength through the thighs, so try and hover them off the ground. And you're letting the rib cage and the chest swing through as you look straight ahead. And your up face dog. Tuck your toes, taking a deep breath out. You start to push up with the hips and back with the arms. And this is your down face dog, so if you're up on your toes, that's fine. If your knees are bent, that's fine. We're just trying to get the tailbone to lift up towards the ceiling and these hip bones to fold forward. And we're pushing back with the arms so that we can open the chest. Now look forwards, we're going to bend our weight through, stepping, or you can walk through one step at a time as well. Stepping through with the right foot between the hands, and the left foot comes up between the hands as well, toes together, gap at the heels. Keeping your knees straight, we're going to lift the hands up onto the thighs, lift your body up halfway, look forward, shoulders back, and exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, sweep all the way back up again with the arms, nice big circle, looking up. And exhale, relax. Bringing the arms back down to the sides. So you're back in your starting position. So just take a couple breaths here now. And just thinking about being steady and strong. Only your breath is moving, because you're so strong and grounded in your Tadasana, mountain posture. Just take one more nice deep breath. Inhale and exhale, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale, sweep them up, looking up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, coming up halfway. Bending the knees, planting the hands. Step it back into your high plank. Rolling the weight forwards. Exhale, tuck your elbows, chest and chin, then the hips come down. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, down face dog. And take a couple breaths here now. And again, just start to feel nice and strong. So you're pressing down through the hands and through the feet. Equal weight coming into both the hands and the feet as much as you can. And you're just kind of pressing the heels back and down as you press the shoulders open to the sides. Straightening out the elbows, look forwards. Exhale, start to bring the feet in between the hands. It's okay if you want to walk one step at a time. Inhale to lift your body up halfway. Exhale to fold all the way down. And inhale to come back up. Hands up to the ceiling. And exhale, relax. Nice. Take another couple of deep breaths. Sorry. All my wires sticking out today. Inhaling. And exhale, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale, sweeping them up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up halfway. Bend your knees, plant your hands, and step back into your high plank. Inhale, roll your weight forwards. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, up face dog. Exhale, down face dog. And take just a couple breaths here. Nice and strong. And we want steadiness and slowness above anything else. So take one more deep breath in. Breathing out, look forwards. We're going to bring the feet through between the hands. Inhaling to come up halfway. And exhaling to fold all the way down. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, relax. One more time, taking a deep breath in. Breathe out. Find your breath again. If you're starting to lose that rhythm, just come back into it. Take one more resting breath here, inhaling. And exhale, relax all the air out. Nice, slow, relaxing exhale. Last breath in. And exhale, palms together in front of the chest. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping back into your high plank. Inhale, roll through. Exhale, lower your weight down. Inhale, swinging the chest through for your up face dog. And exhale, pushing up and back, down face dog. Now looking forwards, we're going to step or walk through. Bringing the feet so they're behind the hands this time. So just behind where your hands were planted. Come back a little bit because I always nearly smash my head on the fireplace. So start drawing the weight towards your toes, so you can almost lift your heels up. And again, squeeze your kneecaps. So you're going to kind of lift your kneecaps, engage your thighs. You'll feel a much deeper stretch coming up into your hamstrings. And if you can touch the ground, that's fine. You can have your hands up, maybe on your waist or on your thighs. Anywhere that you want to hold on to. We're just trying to keep our knees nice and straight, locked in, so that we are really stretching down the back into the hamstrings. And now bending your knees if you have to get your hands on the ground. We're going to lift up the right foot and place the back of the right hand on the ground, and that's going to go underneath this foot. So your toes are coming up just at where the kind of heel of your hand, where your wrist is. So you're pressing the sole of the foot onto the palm of the hand. And now make sure you feel nice and secure enough before you do the same on the other foot. Lifting up the left, placing the back of the left hand on the ground, underneath the foot, watch it in the way. And pressing the toes up towards where the heel of the hand is. Your weight might start to sink back a little bit into your heels, your knees might be bent, and that's alright. Just need to stretch as much as you can here, so you're just encouraging your knees and your legs to be perfectly straight as your weight comes forward, pressing down into the toes. And relaxing your head and your neck. And we're slowly going to start to lean the weight back into the heels, lifting up the right foot, taking the hand out, and just place that in the ground for a wee bit of support as you replace your right foot back on. Peeling off the left foot, removing the hand, and placing that foot back down. Okay, now we're going to make a wee loop with the first two fingers and the thumb, and that's going to go around the big toe. So starting with one toe, I'm just going to lift up the front of the foot, make the little loop, and hold on. And then with the other side, make that little loop, lift up the toes, and hold on to your big toe. Now your feet are about hip distance here. And you're going to try and press into the very soles of your feet, so make sure you're grounded down through the little square shape in the four corners of your feet. And you'll feel your torso starting to lean forward. Just straighten the knees as much as you can. Now take a deep breath in, start to lift your torso up about halfway. And as you breathe out, you're going to take the elbows out to the sides, as if you're doing a wee chicken dance. And that's just going to encourage the top half of your body to lean down a little bit more. So here you're increasing that stretch in towards your hamstrings. And you're also lengthening out your lower back, and you're opening the chest to stretch in behind the shoulder blades as well. So breathing in, you can start to lift up just a little bit, and as you breathe out, start to bend your elbows out to the sides a little bit more. And just taking another deep breath here. And exhale, we'll start to straighten the elbows again, come up a little bit. We're going to take the loops of our fingers off of the big toes. And now bending the knees. We're going to place the palms on the ground. And we're going to start to walk back, So you're bringing the feet, it's around maybe like 5 feet, 4.5 feet between the hands and where your feet are planted. And you're just trying to encourage your heels to come back and down. You're also trying to press into the hands and move the chest away, so your ears are lined up with your upper arms. And this tailbone, so the very bottom of your spine, is starting to lift up towards the ceiling. Now looking forwards, we're just going to roll through onto your knees. Bring the toes together, let your hips sink back onto your heels, and letting the forehead come onto the ground. Into your child's pose, taking a few breaths. And you can bring the hands so that they're down beside the feet as well. But if that's not comfortable, you can just relax the forearms on the ground out in front of your head. This is called the child's pose, or the fetal position, and it's when we're actually in gestation, at around 6 months gestation, that our root chakra begins to form. And it's our root chakra that helps us to feel grounded and safe, stable and secure. So by reminding the body of this child's pose, you're going to be nourishing your root chakra and helping yourself to feel much more grounded. And just keep that awareness on your breath as well. So we're bringing the hands back out in front, stretch them away as far as they'll go. And you can even come up onto the fingertips as well. So you're lifting the palms off the ground and you're just up on your fingers like you're making a wee spider shape. And this is going to lengthen the elbows. And as you breathe in, you'll start to feel a nice deep stretch coming in behind the shoulder blades again. Opening up the chest and the back. Start to lift your forehead up and off the ground. You can look straight in front, or if you like, you can just gaze straight ahead down at your mat or the ground. Again, this is opening the chest. And place the palms onto the ground, spreading the fingers wide, and bring the weight down into the space between the thumb and the forefinger. And also just down at the very base of the pinky, where the pinky finger meets the hand. And start to roll your weight up into a tabletop. And you feel the inside part of your elbows rolling forwards. That's going to help connect up into the shoulder joint. You're bringing your ankles so they're in line with the knees. Take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes under, and as you breathe out, pushing the hips up. And pressing back with the arms so that the heels come back towards the ground and the chest starts to open and dip down. Straight arms and straight legs as much as you can. It only gets easier with practice. So now looking forwards, I'm going to walk the feet through, bring them in between the hands. Now you're going to take a little bit of a gap between the feet, so maybe about a foot's gap or so. Bending the knees. Bring the hands up to the hips And let your head dangle down, so you're kind of bringing your chin further in towards your chest. Taking a deep breath in. Start to lift your chest up, keeping your chin tucked in towards your chest though. Start to unfurl the spine, straighten the legs, lifting the body up, and finally take one more nice deep breath in, look all the way up towards the ceiling. And breathing out, starting to look forward, straight ahead. Well, I feel nice and grounded, so I hope you do too. That was quite a nice steady and strong float. And we're just going to do a little balance, and you can have like a chair or something beside you. I've got the mantelpiece there like that, so you can use that to kind of support your weight as you do your balancing. I'm just going to freewheel it in the centre of the living room. So take your feet about hip distance apart. And we're going to find that nice straight and strong position that we had at the start, so your Tadasana, your mountain posture. Spreading the toes wide, keeping your legs, your thigh muscles engaged. Lengthen your back by tucking your tailbone under. Bringing the ribcage up and away from the hips, shoulders away from the ears. You're going to bring the hands either up to the chest or onto the hips. Start to feel your weight tilting over towards the left, so you're just bringing a little bit more weight into your left foot without dumping down or moving anything. You're still straight and strong. We're just shifting the weight over slightly so that we can peel the right foot off. And once the foot's off the ground, we'll place it either the toes up on the kind of flexed toes with the ankle and the heel touching as the knee comes out to the side. Or if you like to take the foot off the ground, you can place the sole of the foot on the calf. So your heel's connecting just underneath where the knee is, and your toes are coming somewhere just above your ankle. And now pressing in with that connection through the foot and the leg, that's going to help to ground you down a little bit more as well. And we're going to try and open the hips, so this knee's coming right out to the side, so you're getting that kind of rotation in the pelvis. And these kind of deep hip muscles up here. And it's okay if you wobble, just think about a tree when the wind starts blowing. This tree's not scared that it's going to fall down. Just because the wind's blowing, it just has a wee wobble. It knows that its roots are firmly planted. And if you like as well, you can place the sole of the foot up in the thigh. So if you're placing it up here, again, we're not going to have anything pressing on the knee. We're going to have the toes just above, the toes just above the knee joint and the heel pressing in towards the very middle of the thigh. I just can't get this one today. So hands at the chest, and again you're feeling that kind of rotation coming through these hip muscles, and you're feeling the connection between this foot and the thigh as well. So the further you press in with the sole of this foot in towards this leg, the standing leg, the stronger that it's going to be, and the more you're going to get the rotation out through the hips. I'm terrible this morning. So you're lifting the ribs up, the chest's nice and open. Just take one more nice deep breath here. And exhale, you're going to start bringing the knee forward and just straighten out the leg and just slowly letting it float back down onto the ground. Nice work. I know it's not easy. I was all over the place this morning, so just keep practicing at it, and that's how you kind of get to be more stable and grounded, to just keep practicing. So we'll do that on the other side. So we're keeping our legs around hip distance. And we're staying nice, straight and strong in your Tadasana. Just letting the weight fall over. We're just leaning slightly over towards the right. And you're starting to peel the toes off. Lifting the foot up, and we're pressing, either flexing the feet and pressing the heel against the ankle. Hands in the hips or up at the chest. Maybe you're going to lift the sole of the foot onto the calf, just to kind of get that outward rotation a bit more. Or perhaps you want to bring the foot up onto the thigh. Now remember just to miss the knee joint. We're trying to be straight and strong through the standing leg as well, so you're lifting up. Oops. I'm away again. And this leg is actually quite light, so we're pressing in at the sole of the foot to connect with the leg, but nothing's kind of like, I'll just show you the difference. We're not kind of like dumping down. We're lifting up, and this knee is kind of opening out to the side. Just take one more deep breath here, inhaling, exhaling to release the foot, bring the knee forward. We're going to straighten out the leg and slowly let it float back down. That's the hardest part. So shake it off. Your legs will be all burny. Just give them a wee shake. So that was our tree posture, Vrikshasana. That's really good for helping you just to concentrate, because you can find like a point of focus straight ahead. And if you do that for like a minute every day, you're going to find yourself becoming a lot more balanced and grounded, and you'll notice a kind of improvement in your concentration as well. So what I like to do is when I'm boiling the kettle, just stand and practice. When you're brushing your teeth as well, but maybe not so much when you're brushing your teeth, because you can like be distracted a bit. So I would say just start with boiling the kettle, and then you've got like the worktop or the bunker to hold on to. So anyway, let's come down onto our bottoms. We're just going to do a wee leggy stretchy one. So I think we've done this one before actually. It's called the Gomukhasana, so the cow face posture. Don't ask me why. So we're sitting nice and comfortably. We've got the soles of the feet on the ground, bending the knees out in front. We're going to take this right leg first, and we're going to cross that underneath. So ideally you're going to get the heel in line with the left hip, and this knee is going to come down onto the ground. So if your knee is up here and your foot's there, you're going to take it forward slightly, just so that you can kind of release into this hip enough to get the knee to come down. And now with the left leg, we're going to either hug that in, if that's already challenging enough for you, then that's fine. We want to keep the weight on both parts of the pelvis equally, so both of your bum bones are pressing down into the ground with equal weight on them. So if you're kind of leaning like this, then just release a little bit, take this knee forward. So if you're comfy here, and you want to stretch a little bit deeper into the left hip as well, you're going to take this foot forward so that the knees are kind of on the same line. And just depending on how deep you want to go, you're going to start bringing this left foot round. Now please don't kind of pick it up and yank and pull it. I do that because I know where my limits are, and I'm kind of very open in the hips, so I know exactly that I can get it there and it's not going to be sore. So if you've never done this before, just take it to somewhere that you again find that you've got weight coming down into equal sides of the bum bones. And maybe you're bringing the edge of that foot on the ground as well, and you're bringing the heel in line with the right hip. So this means that your knees are going to be touching. Knees are stacked on top of each other. And this is a really deep one for these hips, and also kind of for the lower back as well. And for the knees, it can be, if you don't have flexible knees and ankles, it can be quite sore. So if that's what's stopping you, then just kind of stay wherever you need to be. It really is a tricky one, so just find the point where you think that's a good stretch and that's doing something, especially up in the kind of like the outside part of your bum, just where the wee kind of bones are, your glutes. And now just starting to unfurl slowly. We're starting with bringing the left foot back round, and then we're bringing the right foot back round, and just give your legs a little swipe, side to side. And this time we're going to bring the left foot round. So if you can place the heel in line with the hip, then that's perfect. And letting this knee relax down. So you're going to start feeling it firstly in this left hip on the outside, just at the top of the leg where it joins. And if you want to have that foot out there, then that's perfectly fine as well. If you want to put a wee yoga block or a prop or something underneath the knee, that's going to help. And depending on where you want to be with your right leg, making sure to keep the weight on both sides of your hips. Equal weight coming into both bum bones. That's the important part here. We need to protect the knees and we need to stretch both sides of the hips. Stay grounded. You can start to scooch around your right foot to anywhere it wants to be, anywhere that is comfortable. And you're just letting your hips kind of open and keep yourself nice and connected with the ground. And start to relax as you breathe as well, as much as you can. So nice deep breath out. Take your mind off any kind of sore bits that you might have and just focus on your breath, and you'll start to open up a little bit more. Just taking one more breath here. Okay, now you're slowly starting to bring round the right leg and unfurling the left leg as well. Give them a good old swipe. Alright, now let's just come round to a nice lying down position. So you're just letting your legs be nice and long, let your spine rest back on the ground, so you're nestling in with your hip bones and with your shoulder blades as well. And just take a couple of breaths here just to get used to lying flat. I'll just acclimatise. I'm just fixing the mat here because it's crunkling up. Okay. And now we're just going to do a tiny little bit of core exercises. Don't hate me. It's good for you. So palms down on the ground, arms in a low V. We're going to bring the legs together. And as always, we're moving the legs in one movement. We're not letting the left leg and then the right leg come up, or whatever way that it comes up for you. We're trying to keep them moving together. So if you need to do it in a couple of stages, we're just going to lift the soles of the feet onto the ground. That already takes some amount of core strength, so if that's what you need to do, that's fine. Feel the weight kind of shifting up here in your spine and in your back. So you'll feel it coming up more into your lower back, your upper back now, so up in the shoulders, and that's why we're keeping the head and the neck nice and still. We're keeping the palms planted down, and you're going to start bringing the knees into the chest, and then unfurl the legs so the soles of the feet are coming up towards your ceiling. Or the sky if you're outside. I was outside the other day. So now we're going to bring the arms up. And we're just going to do one wee round here with these crunches. So taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to bring your fingers to touch the toes. It's alright if they don't touch, but we're just making that intention to keep the feet flexed, the legs up nice and straight, and bringing the fingers to touch the toes. And relax. Exhale, fingers to toes, inhale back down. Exhale, and inhale back down. Exhale, fingers, toes. Exhale back down. Inhale, and exhale. I've got it mixed up again. Sorry, we're inhaling, exhaling, lifting up. Inhaling, lowering down. Exhale to lift up. Inhale, lower down. We've just got a couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can do that last one. Inhale. And we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And breathing out. Start to relax down. Bringing the arms back onto the ground. We're just going to start to bend the knees. Bring the heels towards your bum. And then bring the soles of the feet back onto the floor. And if that was quite a wee burny one, we'll do a wee counter stretch here, just to get rid of the burny, achy, sicky feeling in your stomach and your core muscles. So straighten your legs out, feet together. Bring your arms up overhead. Now it's important that you take the deepest breath in all the way down into your belly, as much as you can, and hold it for as long as possible while you squeeze all your muscles. So inhaling, hold the air in, thin all the way down to your belly, and hold, squeeze all your muscles so you're kind of stretching in opposite directions with the hands and feet, and exhale, sigh out and just soften. Good stuff. Now we're going to bring our arms out to the sides, either in your cactus position or just in a T position. Bend in your left knee. Keep your right leg straight. Taking a deep breath in. And breathing out, your left knee comes over to the right. You can use your right hand just to guide that round. And if you want, you can even turn your head over to look at the left fingertips. So that's encouraging the shoulders to stay down. And now inhale, coming back around to the centre, and exhale, straighten out your left leg. Inhale, bringing in your right knee. And you're going to again use the left hand just to encourage the wee twist there. So inhaling and exhaling, twist round. Doesn't matter if this knee touches the ground or not. Or just trying to open up the lower back here. And if you like, you can turn your head round to look over to your right fingertips. Inhale to slowly come back round. And bringing this left knee up towards your chest as well. Just having a wee rock and a roll along your spine. So you're going forwards and backwards. And you're going side to side along your pelvis. Your wee sacrum bone. So you're bringing the arms now just down to the sides of the body, so it's the backs of the hands that are on the ground this time. Your palms are soft and open towards the ceiling. You're just going to straighten out one leg at a time. So taking a comfortable distance between the legs. So a couple of feet at the least. Just let the soles of your feet consciously relax. And stay mindful of your breath as you let the relaxation come up through the tops of your feet and through your ankles. Relaxing up through the shins, the knees, the thighs. All the way up into the hips. And now you might start to notice a sensation of heaviness in the bottom half of your body now. You just start to consciously tell the lower half of your body to relax. And start to draw that relaxation up into your abdomen and chest. Relaxing through your back and your shoulders. And start to relax down through the arms, into the elbows, and the forearms and the wrists, through the back of the hands and the palms of the hands, all the way out into the very tips of the fingers. And again, starting to feel this sensation of heaviness all through your torso and your arms, so you relax and let go. And now continuing that relaxation up through your neck. And relaxing your jaw and your tongue. Relax your forehead and your eyes. And relax all the tiny little muscles in your face, up your scalp. And again, just noticing this sensation of heaviness all throughout your body, right the way up to the very crown of your head. And start to notice now a sensation of lightness throughout your whole body. Your whole body is becoming lighter and lighter. You start to feel yourself rising up out of the floor. just start to be aware of your breath again and all the points of your body it touches as it moves. And being aware of where you press into the ground. Aware of the ends of your fingers and the tips of your toes, starting to give them a wee wiggle now. Making little circles with your hands and your feet. Bring your legs together, reach your arms up overhead, take a deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out through your mouth. Bending your knees up towards your chest, just rolling over onto your right hand side and gently guiding yourself back up to a comfortable position, keeping your eyes closed as long as you can. I'll just take a wee moment of reflection now, starting to notice how you feel and compared to how you felt when you began. Without having any thoughts or feelings, just simply be aware of anything that's changed in your body and in your mind. And we'll bring our palms together in front of our chest, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, big sigh out through your mouth. And again, breathing in nice and deeply. Exhale, sigh out. And one more time, nice deep breath together, breathing in. And exhale to sigh it back out, let it go. Just let your eyes open back up when you're ready. And namaste and thank you. That was a nice grounding flow. So yeah, I like to do things. I like to do the kind of slow, strength-based classes because I just generally feel like that's a nice all-rounder, and it does help with your mental clarity as well. So hope you enjoyed that, and I will be live on the page on Friday morning, same time. So I'll leave the link there if you want to watch it there, or I'll share the replay up here in this group. So hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and yep, just stay nice and grounded. And if you can, watch the sun salutations video that I did last week, because that's a really nice one to kind of help you get into the habit of doing your sun salutations every day. That will help you feel nice and grounded as well. So yes, have a good one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.